I'll let this play a little bit. Here we go.
Just a little too country for these city streets that we're traveling on. Too country for the uptight all-night dance club until dawn. Too country to not hold the door for you in the next in line, but that's just fine. Oh, 'cause I'm a old school wailing, Johnny Cash, hell raising, son of a gun, that's right.
I like it.
Came out really well.
Dude, that's rocking. Wow, Skip Happens. Jon Rogalia. Nothing, man. There you are. You right there? Let's see. Tom,
Yep.
say something there,
Hello.
man.
Hello.
That's your song.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right?
Isn't it cool to listen to your own music through the headphones, man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Jon Rogalia, he's a local guy. Joining us on Skip Happens, and thanks for coming on over,
Yeah,
man.
thanks for
coming
having me,
over.
man.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Welcome to the welcome to the studio.
The beautiful studio.
Well, it's my room. That's
Yes.
what I call it, my room. So it's my thing. You come down, you see the Man Cave sign. My wife
yeah.
hates that sign, but I'm just saying.
They normally do.
This is the Skip Happens podcast. I try to do it every week, and we always basically I like to get a lot of country artists in here, a lot of local artists doing what I do in the radio on the radio side of things, and then I believe in local artists like yourself being heard and being seen. And
Yes.
that's why I've opened my doors, and
Awesome. Thank
you and I kind of making that connection, which
Sure.
is really cool.
Sure.
Tell me about Jon Rogalia.
So it all happened out of Skaneateles. And
Yeah, you live on a lake?
no,
No,
just out in
okay.
the outskirts.
All
Yeah.
right, okay.
Yeah, up on the my family bought a farm in I think 69 up there, and we never left.
Really? Cattle,
Yeah, well
Horses?
it was dairy.
dairy.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
it's cattle, right?
Yeah, sure.
Dairy cattle.
Yeah, and then
So were you one of
horses
those?
and all
Yeah,
sorts of
were you
stuff.
getting up like at 3 a.m. to
Well,
go milk the
I
cows?
wasn't. I wasn't. My dad. By the time I was born,
That's gotta suck.
yeah, it was.
But somebody's got to do
It
it.
was all done from there. So
Yeah.
I started working with him in construction after high school, and then I picked up a guitar. And that was over from there.
Right. And how long ago did you pick up the guitar?
That was probably, I'd say, hasn't been 2 years yet. So
Are you kidding me?
yeah.
I just played this song, and you've only been playing a guitar 2 years?
Yeah, just about 2 years.
No kidding. No
Yep.
shit.
Yep, I've always had a guitar, but
Wow.
just never knew how to play it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Did you learn by yourself? Did you just pick it up and kind of like learn from
Yeah,
experience?
It was a lot of YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of YouTube.
Thank God for YouTube.
Yeah, right. It was YouTube, and then just kind of feeling through it.
Mm-hmm.
Plugging my way through, through certain things. And,
Right.
And I went down to my dad, and I was just like, "Hey, man, want to play you a song?" He's like, "Okay, well, what are you gonna play?" I'm like, "I have no idea." So, I started picking around with it. He's like, "Oh, that's real good. Go play that in the other room." And I'm like, "Oh, I know what that means."
Yeah.
So I was like, I better take lessons. So I went over to Auburn Musician
Right.
actually, and I got hooked up taking lessons for a little while.
Okay.
And then I just got busy with work and stuff like that, and then finally I was just like, "Yeah, I'll put it back down."
Take the guitar with you when you go to work.
Yeah.
Throw it in the back seat.
I wish. Yeah.
Lunch, play a little guitar
Right.
during
Well,
lunch.
for a little while during high school, it was with me all the time.
Yeah.
Playing it.
Where'd you go to school?
Skaneateles.
Skaneateles.
Yeah.
Play sports.
Yeah. Played hockey.
Yeah.
Played hockey for
Me
12
too.
years.
I played
Really?
for Genesee way back in the day, but I'm a little bit older than you.
Yeah.
so.
Right.
I was a right wing. Used to get my ass kicked all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was a left.
But you're a
wing.
big dude.
Yeah, I
So
was a
really,
left wing.
yeah.
Yep.
Do you still play?
No.
You don't go down to the Allen Arena or anything?
No. I want to. But
Don't they have like the old timers? I shouldn't call them old timers, but they have a league that those that just want to get together and get out on the ice and play.
Yep.
They have different
Yep.
teams and what have you.
Yeah, they actually do call it the old men's league,
But you're not old. You're 26.
26.
26. Yep. Yeah, well, I got a lot of years on you. I'd be in the old timers.
Yeah. But yeah, we after graduating, I did play in a league that was similar to that.
That's cool. That's cool.
For a couple years, and then you know the games would start at like 9 o'clock at night. Then I'd have to be up for work in the morning. So I'm like, no, forget this. So
wow.
Yeah.
So construction, it's your dad's company, or you said off when the mics are off, you opened up your own company.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I started working for myself for a little while, just under my own name.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but you know, we still work together. We go hand in hand with the business, which is great.
You and Dad.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
it's good to get to spend that time with him.
Right.
And now, what's he thinking about the music?
Oh,
so,
he's
all right.
It.
Yeah. Is he a country music lover?
Oh yeah,
he is. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Is there any artist that really sticks out in your mind or his mind? Who does he really listen to the most? You know, is he an Alan Jackson fan?
As of right now, it's Jon Rogalia.
Why not?
But I have to say that.
That's awesome. I'm sure it is. I'm sure he's proud of you, man.
Yeah,
he's got to be proud of you.
No, he's over the moon about it, which is great. Yeah. But no, he's always been a old time country fan. Waylon Jennings.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash. Yeah.
Really cool. It wasn't that long ago we had somebody in the radio station, The Wolf, was the granddaughter of it was a Kilgore. He wrote a lot of songs for Johnny Cash, almost all of them.
Wow.
And his granddaughter was in the studio, and the stories she was telling about her granddad were just like, are you kidding me?
Just amazing.
This is so very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I just got done reading a book on Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
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 It's the redemption of Johnny Cash.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
It talks about his obviously his struggles he went through with life.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but it talks about how he, brought his faith back and started getting into all that kind of stuff. And it's really good book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really, really came full circle with it all.
Cool. What kind of construction do you do? Is it building homes, or you're doing decks, or
from building houses,
putting windows in, putting doors in,
houses,
whatever you need,
changing doorknobs, anything in between.
Yeah. So if you're watching this and you need some work done, the kid's got to pay for the
for the music,
for the album that's coming out pretty
absolutely.
soon. So, and that stuff's not cheap.
No.
So I mean, you have to
right now that this isn't the way it's supposed to work, but one business is paying for the other business. So.
Well, we're all there.
Yeah.
I mean, I have this and I have a few other things going.
Sure.
So one's got to carry the other sometimes.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that's the way it works. And you hope something takes off.
Mm-hmm.
And listening to your music, man, I tell you, for only a couple of years, that's pretty cool, my friend. Pretty cool. You mentioned Lonnie Park helping you out.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
He's been phenomenal. Completely phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
We met
Lonnie is awesome.
Yeah. He's a sweetheart.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
We met through a mutual friend, actually, and the mutual friend was showing him just some of my stuff. He had met him somewhere, and he's like, hey, check this guy out. And Lonnie's like, yeah, well, where is he? He's like, oh, I think he's home. He's like, well, see what he's doing. So I got a call, and he's like, hey, you got to come meet somebody. So I was like, all right. So came down and met him, and I think that was on a Saturday, and on Thursday I was in his studio.
Really?
Talking to
that
him.
Quick. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
So I had brought in a bunch of songs that I had written, and he's just like, yeah, man, this is workable.
That made you feel good, or was it like, okay, what are you talking about? What do you mean workable?
Sure,
What?
I mean, at first it was just cool because I was in a studio. I was just like, man, this is sweet. And I had heard a lot about, Lonnie and being Grammy-nominated producer and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, wow, this guy's a big deal.
Yeah.
And just to be in the same room with him was amazing.
That's cool.
And now, we formed, I think, an inseparable relationship, which is really
awesome.
Nice. Which is really nice.
So do you get together, maybe write a song, or you say, hey, what do you think about this, or what do you think about that?
So kind of how the process went is, now, which we'll get to in a little while. He's a co-writer on the album.
Very cool.
So I brought in, a lot of my songs, and some of them we made minute changes to. Other ones we totally stripped and redid, but he's taking it upon himself to make this his little baby. And really,
that's a good sign, man. Yeah. That's a real good sign. And for him, just to be that active with you and taking you in more or less to help you along this road. I mean, you're still young. You have a lot of talent, and just 2 years ago, you picked up a guitar. About 24 years old, and here you are. And of course, you got the first release.
Sure.
And by the way, you've been marketing that very well.
Thank you.
Because I was following you on Facebook, and just the way you were putting it out there, saying your single was coming out, and this and that. That's cool, dude.
Yeah,
I've
paid attention to a lot of marketing tactics that people have taken. One person in particular, Cody Jinks.
Oh yeah, I love Cody Jinks.
Being an independent artist,
right?
I think no label. Pretty sure no label. He's pretty much doing it on his own.
Yeah, he is.
That's in a way from him.
That's a lot of work, but there are artists out there that refuse to go with the bigger labels,
right?
And they want to stay independent, and they want to make their own decisions.
Sure.
They want to release whatever single they want to release. They don't want somebody telling them. That goes to making your own decision and stuff like that. Plus, they want to handle their money.
Yes, yes. So, and it is possible because Cody Jinks proved it.
Yes.
You can sell out the Ryman.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Being an independent artist, you don't need a huge label.
He's got a new album out too, and the album is phenomenal.
Oh, it's so great.
We at the Wolf, we just added the new single.
Nice.
So it's really, really, really cool. The album is good. Him, being an independent artist. Aaron Watson is an independent artist. Very, very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool. And that's with Skip Happens, a lot of these independent artists, they come through Syracuse, and this is when we bring them over here, and
that's awesome.
And we do the interview, we do the podcast. Yeah. I'll do an interview at the radio station, but then it's always, I want people to see these guys. Sure. I want them not only hear them like you, but I want them to see you. Nice. Or I want them to see the artist.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the other reason for this, and that's why I open up my door, because I think it helps sell music. It helps people, if they see you, now they know who you are. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
and then for independent artists like myself now that means the world. That's huge.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to do it all ourselves and do as much as we can and get as much help as we can. And this is one of those steps to where it's a lot of help. And
you doing all your own marketing and all that too? Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. I'm staying up. Just
work all
keep
day
going,
and
just keep going with it.
Yeah, I mean, you put in long days, I'm sure. I mean, maybe, but then you must come home and say, okay, I need to market this. This is what I want to do.
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to pound nails all my life.
Yeah, so. No, there's always checklists, that keep going on. The album's coming out December 21st.
Okay.
So the tracks and all the album art and everything just got sent to the disc makers.
Cool.
So that was all morning.
Yeah.
Did you messing with all that?
How about your album art? You do it all yourself?
No, we had I had Shannon Anderson.
Okay.
She's amazing.
And she's local?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. I believe out of Ithaca.
Shout out.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Either Ithaca or Cortland. Right in that area.
Yeah,
somewhere.
It's still close by though. It's
right.
local. That's cool. That's cool.
So but no, she took all the photos, did the album art, helped me out with that, and she's amazing when it comes to all that. And once everyone sees the album,
I don't think people realize how much work it is to do what you're doing and trying. You want to live your dream.
Work. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is a lot of work.
And if you succeed, it's going to be very beneficial for you. But it's a big mountain.
Yes.
It's tough to climb.
Yeah, well, and it's one of those things too, to where you see it, and someone will say, okay, I want to put out an album,
right?
And then they don't necessarily know what it takes to do that. And that was kind of me. Like, I had a lot of, I was coming into it very naive and with big dreams.
Right.
But I was.
It's okay to have those dreams.
Yeah, true. I was able to surround myself and be lucky enough to be around people that actually kind of took my dream and made it a reality.
Right.
So, and a lot of those people already got named already.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So you're doing construction all day. You're doing music at night. You're doing music during the overnight, I'm sure, as you're trying 24/7. Well, you do a lot. Yeah, a lot of hours.
Right.
So.
It's 24/7 for sure.
Yeah.
And especially when you're dealing with other companies, a lot of the bigger name guys don't have to deal with this, because they hire somebody to do it.
Right.
But when you're doing it all yourself, it's tough.
Right now it is you.
Yeah.
You don't have a big team. You don't have a lot of those
growing.
people. Yeah,
it's growing.
And it will.
Yeah.
But, you're still as an independent, and you will have your team eventually, but it's not going to happen overnight. No. So that's cool. Tell me about the album. How many tracks?
So it's a 9-track album.
Cool.
I didn't want to release an EP.
No.
I really didn't. I wanted to go full album. We were shooting for 10, but I'm like, yeah, just nine's just a good number.
Mm-hmm.
I thought anyway, personally. So the concept, it's not a concept album, but there is a concept behind the album, if that makes any sense.
Maybe.
Yeah. So I wanted to take, obviously it's going to be a country album. It is a country album. But I wanted to explore all the subgenres of country music. So country rock, country blues,
Cool.
just
all right.
So there's definitely something for everyone on the album. And we brought in, me and Lonnie brought in Dakota Denman, which he's a Nashville guitarist.
Okay, I've heard the name.
Ithaca native.
Okay.
And then Jake Partial, I believe I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. I hope so. He's also a Nashville guitarist. He's in Jacob Bryant's band.
Yep.
I believe he's still in Jacob Bryant's band. And one of the big names is Marty Rifkin.
Oh yeah. I mean,
lap steel guitar.
Really? I love the steel.
Bruce
oh,
Springsteen, Uncle Cracker. He's worked with all those guys.
Is that all through Lonnie?
Yeah.
Lonnie's connections.
Yep,
dude.
Yep, the man's knows people everywhere.
Well, he knows talent too.
Yeah.
So, to hook you up with those guys, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was amazing, and there must be something on the album that he sees that he wants to bring these guys in on.
Right.
So it's
I got
really
some big time guys on that.
Yeah. For a debut album,
that's
pushing that kind of talent.
Are you nervous about the release? Are you nervous about putting it out? Are you nervous about whether or not somebody's going to buy it and somebody's going to pick it up, or, I'm sure they'd be able to go online and get it and all that. But
I was at first. I guess because it was the fear of the unknown. Yeah, not knowing what to expect.
Yeah.
But through this whole thing, I kept.
That's with anything, though.
You're right. I kept very low expectations. To not put anything way out there. Just be like, listen, by the end of this whole thing, I want to walk away with something I'm proud of.
Right. I don't blame you.
So with that being said, I was just like, honestly, I have no idea where this is going to go. I don't know where it's going to take me or what happens. And, one thing that Lonnie said, he's like, hey man, doors are going to open, and it's your choice to run through the door.
Right. There's going to be a lot of doors.
Right.
You need to pick the right one though.
Exactly.
But, but then again, whatever door you pick will be the right one.
Sure.
Because you're making that decision.
Sure.
Have you been out to Nashville?
No, not yet.
Not yet. You've never been to Nashville.
No.
Ah, dude.
No, I know. And that's what everyone's saying. They're like, man, you got to get out to Nashville. I'm like, I can't wait.
You do need to go, but Nashville can be you're going to see so many people and so many artists, and you're going to hear all different genres of music, and you're going to realize, man, these guys are good.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be, and I say this all the time in these podcasts, that there's going to be 1,000 more better than you, but there's also 1,000 a whole lot worse than you.
Sure.
And, and you sound awesome.
Thank you.
And the whole idea is to get out there, make some connections, network a little bit, shake hands, meet some people. If you could, find out when they have some of these radio seminars out there, and that's almost, get yourself out there.
Sure.
And also you need to bang on the door of some of these radio stations.
Yeah.
Even we have Utica and we have Rochester and we have some in the other, areas around central New York, and get your music. You should pursue some of those.
Yeah, absolutely. I joined the Nashville Songwriters Association.
I saw that. Very cool.
The Independent Songwriters Association, which those are two huge steps for me. Very proud. Very
cool.
proud to be
even
affiliated with something like that. It's amazing.
Plus, it looks good.
Yes, it does. So I mean, moving forward, it's a, now that the album is done and now that I'm out of the studio, I'm starting to learn, supermarket, just get everything out there, just totally, but do it right, because I've noticed that there's a lot of people that could be very annoying on social media, with certain things.
You think?
Yeah, right.
I mean, there's a great side to social media. Then there's that other side. It's like, shut the hell up.
Right, exactly.
I don't need to listen to this. I don't need to listen to you. But people, that's where you got to be strong.
Yes.
You're good. Just whatever.
Sure.
Don't even respond to them. Just keep moving ahead.
Yeah.
So,
and it's one of those things where, I push it and then, I'll just let it sit.
Mm-hmm.
And then whatever, and then I feed off the response of whatever.
Right.
So that's kind of my approach to it in a way.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yep.
What about your band now? I mean, you must have a local band. I mean, obviously the players on the album are different than.
Yes. Yeah. The players on the album.
When you get out and about now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I get out with a band named Passengers.
Okay. Cool.
Group that I formed about a year ago.
Okay.
So I was.
Were they buddies, just friends?
Yeah, it was,
people that.
It was that was the perfect example of networking correctly.
Okay.
And how it happened is I met one of my friends had played guitar kind of on and off like me.
Yeah.
And then he's like, hey, now that you're starting to get into guitar, let's go to your house and, play a little bit. I'm like, all right. He goes, well, I got a buddy I want you to meet too. I was like, okay. So he brought his friend over and me and him started playing. He goes, hey, well, why don't we do this every week?
Like, well, okay.
Yeah, sure. So we started doing that, and I was like, hey, I got my first gig coming up, which was at Frank's Moon Dance in Marcellus.
Okay.
And that's where the album party's gonna be.
Cool.
So, I picked that venue because it is home.
Yeah, exactly.
To my first ever gig, which
great choice.
Yeah, the place.
Good idea.
Yeah, the place is amazing. So we started doing that every week, and then he's like, hey, well, why don't I come join you at that solo gig you're going to do? I'm like, oh, okay, sure. I was like, all right, let's learn some songs, so
awesome.
So we did, we got a set list together and we played that show and it went surprisingly well.
Cool.
And then it was a networking thing. He goes, hey, well, I know a drummer. And then the drummer knew a bass player. And then after that, we have a full band.
Now you got everybody.
You're right. Now we got everybody, and now we're all over the place.
Cool. So where are you playing? You guys all out and about?
Yeah, we have a gig actually. This be the 14th at the Lake House Pub.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I think that starts at 9.
Cool.
Pretty sure it starts at 9.
So who's are you going out getting the gigs yourself?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
You contact the venue and say, hey. And by the way, anybody watching this, it's Jon Rogalia, who's an independent artist and right from Skaneateles, which is very, very cool.
Yep.
And he's putting his album out here in just about a week.
Yep.
Maybe a little more than a week.
December 21st.
Well, yeah.
The single's out now, Little Too Country.
Yeah, and we'll play that here again in a little bit. I'll play it off the machine here.
And it definitely is a little too country.
It's an awesome tune.
Yeah.
I for somebody that, like I said before, you've only been playing a couple of years. That's good. It sounds awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Sounds really, really cool. But
give a lot of credit to my producer.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
yes.
Lonnie.
Yeah, Lonnie.
Lonnie, we love you, Lonnie.
Yes, we do.
Lonnie's awesome, and I've known him for years.
He's on his way to Delhi right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
What the hell's he doing over
I
there?
have no idea. I call it Lonnie things. He's just
all right. He's just doing Lonnie things.
He's always all over the place doing stuff.
That's awesome.
He's always got something to do.
That's awesome. But all right, let's start. Your album release party is the 21st.
Yep, December 21st.
And it's at
Frank's Moon Dance.
Okay.
It starts at 5.
So come on out.
Yes, absolutely.
What a cool. That is a Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Absolutely.
There's 4 bands. So TJ Sacco is
Yep.
going to start start the
Good
night
friend.
off.
Okay.
And then we got Adam Parker. He's a local out of Cortland. Me and him are starting to play a lot together.
Cool.
So and then we got the Bad Mama Blues Band trio, I believe. I don't know if the full band's gonna make it, but I know the trio's gonna make it.
That's cool.
And then my band Passengers, and I'll do solo work, and then I'm hoping we'll get Lonnie up there, do a couple songs.
I don't know if he's he's well, hopefully he's back from Delhi.
Yeah, no, he'll be there. I just got to get him in the microphone, get him singing something.
Once he starts, you can't stop.
Yeah,
him,
right,
so,
right.
Yeah, it's great.
That's any music.
How did you come up with the name for the band, Passengers?
It was the lesser of all the other evils.
Please explain.
Yes. So we could not come up with a band name like to save our lives. We were trying everything. We would come up very indecisive about band names. So and they're hard because there's a lot of them. A lot of good ones that are already taken.
I know that's the deal.
And what do you do?
Once you think you have one, it's like, oh crap.
Right. And then you look it up and everything else, and you're
exactly.
like, man.
Yep.
So we were going with that, just that constant, like, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And we couldn't come up with anything. Because it's like, what approach do you take? Do you take the humor approach? Do a funny band name, or do you a real serious band name, a band name that doesn't mean anything, one that has super meaning? Where do you go with it?
Yeah.
So we don't like to be labeled as a cover band, but we do play a lot of cover songs.
I think everybody does.
Sure, you have to.
It's the way it is.
So we were thinking, what are we mostly playing? We're playing Allman Brothers and Tom Petty. Then we'll throw in Waylon Jennings and all that, all sorts of stuff. We got something for everybody when we go out there. So, we sat down and talked, and we're like, okay, well, what are people doing? They're like, well, they're kind of just on a ride. They're kind of riding along with us because we're just doing whatever we
passengers.
want. And what are they? They're just passengers.
There you go.
On our ride. So that's
kind of
exactly,
cool.
Yeah.
See, I always love finding out how names come about.
Yeah.
There's always a story behind it.
Oh, sure, sure.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty much it starts out the lesser of all the evils.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
we had some beauties for sure. But those guys are amazing. They really are very
awesome.
Very
I look forward
talented.
to seeing the whole band. I got to come out and see you guys.
Absolutely.
Maybe on the 21st, I might swing out.
Yeah.
And check out the album release party, which would be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Depends on the fam, if you know what I mean.
Sure, absolutely.
But I definitely would love to. Supporting local artists is very dear to me and what we do. Yeah. So that's kind of cool. What else? And tell me a little bit more about you. What you're not playing hockey now?
Nope.
Done.
Nope, done.
That was it.
Hung
you didn't
up the
play
skates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. I played.
You'll go back.
Yeah, at some point. I'm sure. It is fun.
It is fun.
I've had a lot of fun with it. I played hockey for 12 years.
And the high school team?
Yep, high school team. Yeah.
Cool.
And
Skaneateles always, you guys had a good team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Still do.
I was a West Tennessee brat. So.
Well, right.
But I'd go way back. So.
Sure.
Way back.
But that's, I'm not sure what the, how the league's set up now. I'm not sure if they play West Jenny or not.
Yeah, no, I'm not really sure either. It's been a while.
They
but
kind of go back and forth though. Yeah. Every once in a while. Like I remember when we were playing with the high school team, we would, we'd do like scrimmages with West Jenny.
Yeah,
and that was always the worst.
I used to. One thing a lot of people do not know about me was I ran the Zamboni at a place called Shove Park.
Oh yeah.
Way back in the day as a part-time gig.
Yeah.
So, so
I skated many a miles at Shove Park.
Hopefully the ice was good.
Yes.
But that was like one of my many jobs growing up way back in the day, and I did that, and my wife used to come out and hang out with me and ride my Zamboni.
Nice.
It was nice.
Yeah.
Never mind. Anyways, so what do you drive? What I didn't even look. Usually I take a look to see what'd you pull.
I have
Is it a truck?
Yeah.
Good.
2018 Chevy 2500 HD.
No kidding.
Yep.
Damn.
Had to take the plow off. I normally have a plow on.
Yeah,
But I'm like, I'm not driving all the way out there with a plow on.
I don't blame you there. That's a big rig. Chevys are nice. I had a Silverado. That was my last vehicle. Now I've downsized to an Explorer, but I've always had. I had the Ford F-150, I had the Dodge Ram, I had the Silverado.
Yep.
You know, I went up. I mean, they're all great.
Sure.
It's just,
Sure.
you know, and now it's like, okay, I got the Explorer.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
It probably gets the same gas mileage.
It does.
Truck,
it does. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think you got the 2,500.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gas, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah. You do a lot of plowing? Well,
yeah. Well, I have
you got that going too.
10 driveways.
Okay.
So that's 9 too many, including my own.
That explains it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But like I was saying earlier, we my family bought the farm up on Coon Hill Road in Skaneateles.
Oh yeah, I know where Coon Hill is.
Yeah. So, you know, my parents' house, and then across the street from that is my brother's house. 2 houses down is my house. Then you go up Shamrock Road, it's my uncle's house.
Those are all the driveways that you
Across
did.
the street from that is my cousin's house. You know, so we have our own little community up there. So
where's John? He hasn't come by and plowed the driveway.
Yeah,
yet.
exactly.
Tell him to get over here.
Yeah, and tell him I need a cup of butter too.
Bring a 6-pack.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Exactly.
But,
Wow, how very cool.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Do you listen to your music as you're plowing? You put
every once in a while.
Yeah.
Well, now it's been, you know, since I've been getting the album together, it's, you know, Lonnie will send me a bunch of tracks. He's like, here, listen to this, and you know, I'll listen for adjustments and stuff like that.
Do you ever do anything crazy like pull into a gas station and have your music cranked and just get out and fuel the truck and hoping somebody would hear it and go, who's that you're listening to?
Yep. I have done that. Yeah. I am guilty.
Why not? No,
or just, you know, roll the windows down going through town and just blast it.
Yeah. Stopped at a light, put the window down, turn it up a little bit.
The greatest thing that's happened to me as of yet, well, I can't say that, but one of the coolest things that's happened is I was driving through town with my window down, of course, small town stuff, you know.
Skaneateles.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then my buddy pulled up, he rolled his window down and he was playing my song, A Little Too Country. I'm like, that is amazing. Yeah.
That is so cool.
So that is
so cool.
Yeah, that was one of those really cool, you know, kind of art.
Yeah, I gotta go through the village with the windows down and the music cranked.
Yeah.
And then those with the Dickens of a Christmas logo. What?
Yeah. Yeah. It is that time. It is the Dickens time.
It is.
I just go right around Skaneateles.
Yeah, you know, you're up on Coon Hill Road, like you say. I know exactly where you are, or the area. So you're not in the village, you're outside, but it's still the town of Skaneateles and all that. So,
but if you need something, you gotta.
Yeah, you gotta go into the village.
Marcellus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, it's pretty cool that you stop over. What you gotta just. Oh, okay. Got your notes.
Yeah, I do have notes.
You do have notes.
I do have
but
notes.
See, you know what?
We covered everything though.
I just wing every interview I do. And that way I get to know you better.
Sure.
I'm not, you know, and you get to know me a little bit. Even with the big stars, and you'll be there someday.
Thank you.
It's just, we're human. And I love sitting and talking and finding out more about you, you know? I mean, you know, there's beer in the fridge. If anybody wanted a beer, I mean, that's the way I do.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, I know. It's Monday though.
Yes, true.
Coming off a crazy weekend.
Oh,
I don't know about you, but my weekend was nuts.
My weekend was nuts as well.
Yeah, but you know, you're welcome to come over anytime. You're welcome to jump on Skip Happens. You're welcome to get your music heard here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
And of course, I've got this copy. Is this a final mix?
Yep.
This is the final mix.
This is it.
This is it. You know what? I'm going to let this play for a minute.
All right.
It sounds so good. So good. Jon Rogalia. And the name of it is?
A Little Too Country.
Yeah.
Just a little too country for these city streets that we're traveling on to country. For the uptight all-night dance club until dawn to country. Not hold the door for you in the next in line, but that's just fine. Oh, 'cause I'm an old school wailing, Johnny Cash hell raising, son of a gun, that's right. I'm a bottle rocket baby and straight up country crazy, but I'm always gonna treat
crank it.
Yeah, right.
Here it comes. I know it.
It's catchy.
Yeah.
It's very catchy.
I'm a bottle rocket baby and straight up country crazy, but I'm always gonna treat folks right. I'm a shotgun blast, kicking the ass to any man that tries to mess with a lady. Yeah, the big guy man, just a little too country. Just a little too country.
That's when the crowd's supposed to scream and go. Whoa,
And they do. I can hear them. I close my eyes and I can imagine that all
Right?
going down. Love the chorus.
Son of a gun, that's right. I'm a bottle rocket baby and straight up country crazy, but I'm always gonna treat folks right. Yeah, I'm a shotgun blast, kicking the ass to any man that tries to mess with a lady. Yeah, the big guy man.
I feel like I know it.
Just a little too country.
Yep. This song wasn't even going to make the album.
What's that?
This song wasn't even going to make the album.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
I wrote it like halfway through us recording the album.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You know, the other thing about Skip Happens and my podcast is I have a lot of friends that are in the music business, the actual, you know, they're into either promoting music or they're working for a label. So hopefully when they listen to this, they go, who is that?
Yeah,
and I get a little
absolutely.
notice. It's Jon Rogalia.
Yes, it is.
By the way,
Yes, it
Jon
is.
Rogalia. You're on Facebook.
Yep.
All right.
Facebook, Instagram.
And what about a website?
JonRogalia.com.
You got it all going, man.
I got it.
You got it all going.
Whatever you need. And I got
Instagram,
merchandise.
Twitter,
Oh, yeah.
everything, all your socials are on the web, I'm sure.
Yes. Yep.
And that way, if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, that's what they would do. If somebody wanted to book you for an event, they can get a hold of you
Absolutely.
through there as well.
Absolutely.
So that's really
Yep.
cool.
Yep,
And,
I got a lot of ways to get a hold of me.
yeah, and that's a good thing.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
very cool. Well, I'll take a moment to thank you for coming by, man. This
Yeah,
has been
thanks for
awesome.
having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Jon Rogalia, you heard the first single, the first release coming off that album that wasn't even going to be on the album.
Yeah.
But it's catchy.
Yeah.
And I love the chorus. You wrote that by yourself? Or with Lonnie or
Yeah, so it was I wrote the whole song and then I brought it to Lonnie and we made adjustments to it. So he is definitely co-writer on the album. And on that song specifically. But I remember texting him, I was like, hey, this might be the single. And I could just see him shaking his head. Going, what is Jon up to now?
Really?
Because I'm constantly blowing his phone up about some idea or something like that. I'm sure
Nothing
he's
wrong
sick.
with that.
Yeah, I'm sure he's
Nothing
sick of
wrong
me
with
by
that.
now. But
No, I think he knows that your heart is in it and you're dedicated and very passionate about what you're doing. So, and he knows.
Sure.
I mean, he's the same way.
Yeah,
he's very
exactly.
passionate, very dedicated in what he does, and he respects other musicians as well. So that's kind of cool. And wow, very cool. Well, thanks for coming by.
yeah,
my
thanks for
friend.
having me.
Welcome to the Skip Happens studio.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I'll definitely be back.
Yeah, definitely want you back. I want if you're watching this or maybe down the road you see this Jon Rogalia, just Google it. You'll find him.
Yeah.
I think that's the easiest
Exactly,
way.
yeah.
And the album release party is coming up the 21st,
Yep,
you said.
December 21st.
And it's going to be in Marcellus at
Frank's Moon Dance at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. We've got like 4 bands. It's going to be a good time. You're
Yes.
going to do some solo stuff, and then you're going to do stuff with the band, right?
Yep. Do
That's
solo
cool.
stuff, do stuff with passengers. I'm
Yeah.
sure that, if the other bands, I know TJ Sacco, he's opening up
Love
the show.
TJ. He's
Yeah,
a
I
good
know he's got another show, so he's going to have to boogie out of there, but I'm sure the other bands are going to hang out, so there'll be all sorts of
You got to let me know when you go to Nashville.
Yes.
Seriously. I'll
Yeah.
give you a little inside info. If you go in February, there's a huge radio conference there.
Nice.
So if you look it up,
Absolutely.
and it's a good way to meet people. And a lot of label execs, a lot of independent promoters. You get to meet a lot of the artists, to get to network.
Sure.
It's just a great event. So for not only people like me with radio, but you as an artist.
Yeah.
Without people like you, we can't do what we're doing, and it works both
Vice
ways.
versa. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. So it's a lot of fun. Jon Rogalia, everybody. And again, thank you so much for being here, my friend. You are awesome. For only 2 years, I still can't. That's amazing. Totally amazing. All right. Give me a high five.